really are so lucky to have the
yeah.
Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. It's ranked as one of the best in the country, and there are plenty of reasons why. One of the most recent, the new Red Panda Ridge exhibit.
Zoo leaders cut the ribbon a couple Saturdays ago. People are loving it from what we hear. I recently learned the zoo has a brand new director of animal care, and she took me behind the scenes before Red Panda Ridge actually opened. It was so exciting, Krista. I loved each and every minute of it. It's one of the largest of its kind in the country, and you get to see it, some of its residents, and meet the new director all at once in this week's Linda Likes It. Michelle Smurl will tell you the zoo community is a small world. She grew up in upstate New York before beginning her career in Florida. Over the years, she got to know Fort Wayne Children's Zoo founding director, the late Earl Wells.
I bonded with Earl, I really liked him. And then we kept in touch, and one time he told me that he invited me to come work here. And it wasn't the right time for me to leave Florida, but I always kept it in the back of my mind because I love the zoo when I did visit.
Not long ago, the time was right to take a job here, and she says she's thrilled.
This is like such a gem. You don't expect what you get when you arrive, and I mean, it's not just a zoo, but it's like, it is a botanical garden too. We put a lot of effort into flower choice, tree choice, and the setting in Franke Park is beautiful.
So is the new Red Panda Ridge, the latest zoo area now open to visitors. 4 females named Anne, Aurora, Faye, and Paula are in the 2 habitats right now. Males will be added in the future for a breeding program to help strengthen numbers for the endangered species. Michelle says it's a step-by-step process and it takes time.
These 2 females are in the chute for the very first time today, so you're seeing something exciting. It's really important to give them the choice of entering the habitat on their own, because then they're going to feel more secure. You don't want to force the animals into a new area.
The red pandas are regularly monitored by zoo staff. Michelle says it's a Himalayan species with fur on their feet and bushy tails that act like pillows and blankets because they don't mind the cold. And Michelle says people love them because they're cute.
There's something about just the innocence of their face and their markings. I mean, they're just so unique, nothing like you've ever seen before. Just the way they behave, they can be comical, their colorations, you know, they eat bamboo. They're just sweet creatures.
She showed me a newer design for a zoo exhibit that includes these clear barriers. They keep the red pandas safely at a distance so people who want to see them can have a more up-close and personal visit. It's designed with a vantage point and with other animals and birds that are used to this kind of home. The red pandas have called the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo home for several years now. They're quite the favorite of children of all ages.
Being a children's zoo, we put that into everything that we do. Every exhibit, every sign, every conversation that we have with the guest is geared for children to understand.
Everywhere I go, if I'm wearing my zoo shirt, people ask me questions when the next event is, what's new, and I just really appreciate that. I love that people love the zoo.
Yeah, people love the zoo, and my heartfelt thanks to Michelle and Lauren and everybody there. I felt like a kid again being there.
I believe it. Getting to go behind the scenes like you did is very cool.
And you mentioned it, there's always something new at the zoo. It's a lot of fun indeed to keep up with it too. They reimagined Asian Trek in that area. Tiger Forest has a new design this year, and I know in my long time in this community, Krista, I've been able to see a lot of different areas sort of come alive, and it's been so much fun.
It's fun to see. We mentioned yesterday that Brian and Millie and I went to the zoo a couple of weeks ago and got to see the goats. We weren't there for very long because life with a toddler.
Oh yeah.
But gosh, it's like you don't go for a year and things are so different.
Good point.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and it will take all season to just soak it all in, especially with a toddler.
For sure.
You have to pace yourself.
You do. I've learned that quickly.
Awesome.
But the zoo is open
every
day, 9 to 5, so lots of opportunities to get out there.
Absolutely. I still run into people to this day. I'm a Fort Wayne native. I've never been to a zoo, and I
Oh, you
say
have
you've
to.
got to go.
Yeah.
So go.
Yeah. Great. Love that.